Hi there, Pisces. I hope you guys are doing really well. I want to go ahead and get into an oracle and tarot reading for you. Feel free to like, share, subscribe, comment if you wish, and if you're seeking a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. So, Pisces, your oracle energy this week is regeneration. So, regeneration often will talk about how you are, it's giving the energy of spring here for me. So it's like how we kind of go dormant for periods in our life, and then we start to bloom again, how we start to regenerate our energy, how we heal from past experiences and apply those experiences and wisdom into our future moving forward. It's being mindful of what you've experienced already and embracing what is new in your life, learning from old lessons. So this can mean certain levels of that, and it can also talk about regeneration with other people, reconciliation type energy. I feel like you're changing things around in your life, though, Pisces, is what it feels like. For your family and community here, you have the Tower, and I wanted to clarify it just because there was something that felt really off with me about this, and so what clarified was the Moon, which you have two major arcana. So when majors show up, it can indicate where things in our lives we have to go through experiences. Doesn't mean that they're the worst thing in the world, but it can, the Tower in general will indicate energy that, it does talk about sudden changes, unforeseen changes that kind of, come out of the blue. It can indicate where, something that you thought was one way turns out a completely different way. In regard to family and community, this can also be, maybe somebody being knocked down a little bit, or sometimes in the worst case scenario, the Tower can talk about physically exiting this realm. Does not have to be. Generally, it talks about situations that we don't see coming. I do want to say, because it is an association with community here and friends, family, the way that I pick this energy up, Pisces, is kind of like in more so alignment with people who, like, they switch up on you, or like they gossip, or there's some sort of like something changes very quickly, potentially with a person, but it almost seems like there's a level of deceit associated with this, or like some sort of negative association with the Moon here. Generally, this card can indicate a lot about like situations that, we don't see coming, or it can talk about anxiety, or just situations that, like, I don't know, the way I'm picking it up is more about like dishonesty in regard to you, or people like spreading rumors or lies, or like something that like it just shuts down a connection very quickly is how I want to see it. Hi, Teak. Hi, Bubby. He just woke up from his nap. Very exhausted. Yeah, so we're gonna let that go here, but it just feels like something comes out of the blue, and it might be a little bit uncomfortable. It's unforeseen. For your health energy here, Pisces, you have the Page of Pentacles, which is a wonderful energy for health. This talks about new dedication, setting goals, achieving goals. It's staying with something that you find that you love. Maybe we're going for more walks. Maybe we're going for bike rides. Maybe we are going for swimming lessons, or whatever the hell you want to go and do. Here it's saying you have the ability to actually be very, this can be very beneficial for your physical health. It may just be something that you're adding into your experience, but slowly and surely it will pay off in the long run. So whatever this is that feels good, or even too, with this energy, this can also talk about, because it does talk about the realm of finances, but also health regarded stuff. If you want to do something that's physically connected to work, like say you're a yoga teacher, right? Or say you're like, you're a spin cyclist and you want to create a class, or like whatever it is, it doesn't have to be those things, but like you know, maybe you're taking your physical ability or agility to a different level and monetizing it. That also affects your health in a positive way, but it also can, you know, kind of turn a passion project into something that can benefit you in the long run. So be mindful of that kind of stuff. Overall, though, health energy looks very good. It looks like you're putting momentum behind your intention here. With your finances and career, you have the Ten of Cups. This is wonderful. This talks about happiness. It talks about emotional satisfaction and fulfillment. You know, this can also talk about like situations in your connections at work where they just feel harmonious. They feel connected and vibrant and loving and supportive here. The Ten of Cups can be wonderful when it comes to abundant energy. So keep doing what you feel passion towards. Keep doing what feels good for you. Whatever this is, it brings you happiness, but it also brings your pocketbook happiness. So there may be an element of regeneration where it comes to that as well. Maybe you're going back to something that you once, you know, kind of let go of or whatever it may be, and we're regenerating through that as well. Either way, though, finances and career look really, really good. And then when it comes to relationship energies, it also looks good because then you have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's nice because Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, they're right next to each other. It's a highly supported energy. The Ten of Pentacles in relationships can indicate finances building. If you and a long-term partner are joining forces financially, this is big, big money happening. This could also be, I do want to say for some of you, this may be an inheritance energy for some of you. This doesn't have to be that somebody's passing, but the way that that energy came out for family and community, it just feels heavy. So maybe an inheritance, maybe just working very diligently here. This can also indicate where we are creating legacy, creating family. Children may be involved, you know. This is family, home. This is wealth, prosperity, opportunities that have long-term implications for a family to come together and to build. So if that is your intention, beautiful, beautiful, very satisfactory here, especially if we're pregnant. This can also talk about the potential of a child to be born. And I do want to say, in a nice sense for this, you know, we have the Tower, which is sudden things happening, suddenly news coming in that we didn't expect, you know, but also with the Moon, this can talk about cycles and gestation. So maybe we didn't plan to get pregnant, but maybe we are pregnant, you know, and it just kind of brings things closer together. That may be something for somebody that they really like. So just be mindful there. Either way, though, relationships, career look really good. For those of you who are single looking for love, it feels like some of you may be meeting somebody who is well off. Maybe they have their own business. Or maybe you are somebody who's getting involved in your own entrepreneurial pursuits and you're paying more attention to your money and prioritizing that aspect of your life rather than entering into something new. Either way, this is very positive no matter which direction it's going. For what you don't see coming, you have the Chariot. So major arcana, the Chariot is Cancerian energy. The Chariot is a very fast-moving energy, okay? It indicates a lot of success and victory towards what your goals are, what you're dealing with in your life. This can often talk about like unforeseen good news coming into your life, you know, things that kind of align you to what you want. Maybe they make you feel like you're regenerating your life, or maybe you're connecting to things that there's a deep sense of meaning that are associated with these things, and so they can carry you into the future when you commit to them. The Chariot, you know, if this is a person, this could be a Cancerian person coming in. They may have distance between you and them, but overall there's a lot of desire for positivity. For some of you, this may be a new car. I mean, we have the Ten of Pentacles here next to it, you know, Page of Pentacles. These can be acquiring new things in a material sense. So maybe we're getting a new car, you know. I was speaking to somebody the other day doing a personal reading, and they work with horses, and this just made me remind me of them, you know. So, you know, however that is, yeah, either way. Very, very nice energy, forward momentum, putting your efforts towards the things that give you balance, that make you feel good. And when we put our momentum in that way, it usually multiplies. And so with these two here, this is like really content energy. Even if it's starting from something slow, starting from ground zero, it's saying, put your efforts towards the things that make you feel good. This is also passion project energy. So things that you love, you know, dedicate your time towards that. I'm tapping the Chariot for some reason. So what you don't see coming here. Let's do one card for that. Chariot energy. Wow. You have the Fool and you have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You may have somebody popping into your life that's romantic, Pisces. There may be some sort of communication or some sort of effort that's being made by somebody who may be a Cancerian person, or maybe there's just some sort of energetic expression that is really nice. Maybe it, you know, regenerates some aspect of you that, you know, you may have been feeling dormant with, or maybe there's some sort of reconciliation energy associated with this. Either way, though, your reading looks really good, fairly positive, and, you know, the Tower and the Moon might be a little bit challenging, but, you know, what's life without challenge? So I love you guys. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye.